You've already seen this race before. Tesla's wild 845 horsepower Cyber Beast, towing a Porsche 911 down a drag strip faster than the 911 can make the same run. At least that's how it goes, according to Tesla.
It can tow a Porsche 911 across a quarter mile faster than the Porsche 911 can go by itself.
However, it wasn't long before people called BS. And then, a very persuasive man with a whiteboard and some advanced algebra skills backed those claims of BS up with cold, hard facts. So tell us about the Cybertruck, Eric.
Yeah, this is a privately owned Cybertruck from our friends at Out of Spec. We tested it earlier this week and it did 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, wow, which is even quicker than what Tesla claims.
That's impressive. So it's a privately owned truck. We feel good about that. We know for a fact that Tesla haven't had their hands all over this one.
Yes, not a little extra boost in power, perhaps.
So what about this great spectacle?
We are using the same trailer that Tesla used in its video. This is a Futura Club Sport trailer. It's about 971 pounds, wow, which makes it the lightest car hauler trailer on the market. But it's not actually rated to carry this car. Its capacity is only 2,600 pounds. We've been told by Futura that it is safe to tow at this weight at the speeds we're going to tow.
To recap, Cyber Beast, that is exactly as Tesla had it in the drag race. Yep. Trailer, exactly as Tesla had it. What about this little beast?
Okay, so there is a difference. If you were to peek inside, you would notice some paddle shifters. So this is the PDK, not the manual. But we kept this in mind, and so we took some parts out. Nice. We took all the fuel out. In fact, this car here weighs 35 pounds less than the manual transmission that's sitting over there. So we have taken that into consideration, and it is actually lighter than the manual as it's configured.
Personally, I don't care who wins. I want to find the truth out here. Yes. But I do believe that the 911 is going to win, and I don't think it's going to be very close.
Unlike typical motor trend testing, the times and speeds we're going to talk about for this race have not been corrected for weather. This is a heads-up race, so as long as both drivers get a good start, it's first one to the finish line wins. Let's do this.
Pretty dang close to what you were expecting.
So we just ran the race 3 times. There are tickets number 1, 2, and 3.
So fully charged, first run, quicker in the 8th. Second run, it was 8 thousandths slower in the 8th. Honestly though, I was very impressed every run. It felt fast. It didn't feel like I was towing. That's what I didn't get. And it's stable. Like, it never felt sketchy. Even at speed, it didn't feel sketchy braking.
Wow.
To the point of the consistency, you did 3 runs with the quarter mile within 1/10 of a second. So heat building up, battery state of charge falling, didn't really have a significant impact.
Yeah.
And then to your credit, your quarter mile times were also...
Yeah, I ran my first 2 quarter mile times exactly on top of each other, 12.5s. And then I saved the best for last with a heater of a run, a 12.379.
So as to our predictions that we made earlier, can you guys recall the predictions we made, the numbers you guys gave?
We were chatting at lunch about what we thought the real number would be. And I said 12.8, 12.7.
And how did that manifest?
It turns out to be 12.8,
12.7.
It's like that engineering degree is being put to work. So, pay off Elon? I know he's got the money.
I'm not asking. I'm staying out.
Oh!
Don't sue me.
From the perspective that all press is good press, this marketing stunt from Tesla was undoubtedly a success. But if that press comes at the expense of losing credibility with the general public, well then I'm not so sure it was worth it. That doesn't take away from the fact that what the Cyberbeast can do while towing is pretty remarkable. We just wish they'd have been upfront about its limitations. If you want even more detail on this drag race, we've got a full breakdown of weights, time slips, and all the data at motortrend.com.